Hello everyone, this is Alex with Dallas Fish Daddy, and in today's video I'm going to talk about my RO Buddy that I purchased, and more of a product review and then kind of my journey about why I switched from the Dallas tap water to RO. So first off, when I set up my tank last year in about May of last year, I was using the Dallas tap water, and it was fine for a while. For my tetras, they seemed to acclimate okay. But what I was finding is that the water source here in North Texas, where we live, can be rather inconsistent depending on the wet or the dry season. So, for example, in the summertime, I was getting a TDS of 330 coming out of the tap, and then in the winter it was like 180. And while that doesn't tell me what's really in the water, it still tells me that it's rather inconsistent, whatever minerals are in there. And I think when you're trying to keep softer fish, maybe kind of on the less hardy side of things, as far as your inhabitants, you want to be more consistent, which has led me to this RO system. And I was given this advice by the Dallas North Aquarium. There's some guys there that really know what they're doing and kind of talk me into doing this. And so with an RO system, it's the basics here. This water that's coming out of this line, this is the line, this is the good water. This should be 10 TDS or less. And I'll show you that right now on a TDS meter. TDS meters you can pick up on Amazon for like 10 bucks or less, 10 or $15. So when I put this in the water, it should be 10 or less. And right now that was at 5, so that's good. Can you see it? Okay, there we go. There's 6. Okay. So that means the RO system is functioning within the normal range. Anything above really 10, 15, 20, you may want to look at changing one of these filters out. So let's get into the RO system. So this is a 3-stage. It was like $70 on Amazon. It pumps out about 75 gallons per day of water. For the saltwater enthusiasts and the reefers, they're gonna get a 4-stage, which will have another filter system, and that's their deionized resin, and that'll bring that TDS from like a 5 or that 5 to 10 range to down to 0. For saltwater people, they're gonna want it exactly 0. But for freshwater, we don't get that exact. 3-stage system. This one works really well. You can spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on RO DI systems for your house. This is great for $70. It comes with all the mounting hardware. What you're seeing, this is clearly our laundry room here. But I'm gonna kind of bring you down here to the water intake. So this is going to our washer, and I have that always on. And right now I'm creating RO water. So this is a splitter. And so this is on and this is partially on. I don't want it on full blast because this is too much water pressure coming out of here for our 1/4-inch tubing, and I don't want water to go everywhere. I want to talk about something that doesn't come in the kit that may be really beneficial. Is there's this like white thread tape that you should purchase from Lowe's. I put that on the inside of this brass connector just to ensure that this wouldn't leak, and because it's just kind of annoying when you have a little bit of or drips on the ground, especially because it's going to be running for could be several hours when you're making many gallons of water. And so this brass Y connector you can get from Lowe's, Home Depot, any department store, and this brass connector you can get also from Lowe's. So the things I love about this is the price point. It's great, but it's very easy to change filter cartridges out. So these little blue tabs, you just pull those when the water's not going, and you're able to slide these individual connections in and out, which is great. A great feature to have. It's easy to get to. And I find that the AquaTlife or this RO Buddy, this is all on Amazon. They're pretty inexpensive, these filter cartridges. Cool thing is over on the right, the sediment cartridge, I've replaced this one already. So this one I actually replaced in March, so not that long ago. This month, you kind of see the writing's worn. I would use a Sharpie. I used a pen, but these go for about 6 months or 1,500 gallons. And you know when they're ready to be changed, at least on the sediment side, is because they're translucent. It'll turn from this white to, right now you're seeing it turn brown. It just kind of goes to show you how much is being removed from the tap water. And then over here, the carbon side, while you can't see the inside of it, if you notice that your TDS is climbing above 10, you replace the next oldest thing. So in this case, if I saw a TDS of 10 or greater, I'm going to replace the carbon cartridge. And if then I still had issues where I was seeing TDS climb, then I would change this RO unit here. So you always want to go from the least expensive, which is the red, then the blue, and then the big part in white. But yeah, this is the RO system. It runs really well. I haven't had any problems with it in almost 8 months now. I'm just trying to think if anything else I could show here with this line. Oh, I bought these like eyelet screws to just kind of organize the tubing a little bit better so that stays off the, stays out of the way, kind of, you know, so to speak, from the laundry area. Again, this is Dallas Fish Daddy and Alex, the creator, talking about it. And it's just making the RO water for me. And what you see down there is the suction cups, because I'll put a heater in here soon to heat up the water. And that'll be on the next video. I'll talk about remineralizing and the importance of doing that before you put that RO water into your tank. Thanks. Bye-bye.